Hello, my brothers and sisters. How are you? I hope you're doing well and have an open heart to receive a powerful word today. In today's devotional, we're going to talk about something that can completely transform the way we see our spiritual journey. God is calling you to a new phase of your life. Yes, that new stage full of purpose, growth, and blessings. But before we continue, if this message touches your heart, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to receive more reflections like this one. Share this video with someone who needs to hear a word of encouragement today. Together, we can spread faith and inspiration. Now back to the devotional. Many times we get stuck in a cycle of waiting, thinking it's not yet the right time to act. But the truth is, God is already calling us to something new, and He expects us to respond with quick action and unwavering faith. Perhaps you've recently felt that something is different in your life. A new desire, a sense of change in the air, or even a restlessness in your heart. This could be God inviting you to take the next step toward Him. The Bible teaches us that God always acts at the perfect time, but He also expects us to respond promptly when He calls. Remember Jonah? He tried to run away from God's call, but in the end he learned that obeying quickly brings peace and purpose. God doesn't call us to stay stagnant. He is constantly inviting us to move forward, grow, and enter a new phase of life. The problem is that we often hesitate out of fear or uncertainty. Perhaps you're thinking, but what if I fail? Or what if it's not the right time? Know this, God never calls us without equipping us. When He says go, He has already prepared everything we need for the journey. Act quickly. God isn't waiting for you to have everything figured out before responding to His call. He wants you to trust Him one step at a time. When we're willing to act quickly, we're demonstrating our trust in God. We're saying, Lord, I don't know exactly how it will unfold, but I'm ready to follow you. Perhaps you've recently felt that your prayers seem unanswered, but know this, God is already moving the pieces to lead you into a new phase. He's just waiting for you to take the first step. God works through our decisions. When we choose to quickly obey His call, we're allowing Him to work in extraordinary ways in our lives. Think about Abraham's story. God promised him a great blessing, but he had to step out of his comfort zone and act quickly to see those promises fulfilled. The same happens with us. Perhaps you're feeling afraid of change. Change can be scary, but remember, God is ahead of you, preparing the way. He only asks that you trust and move forward. Act quickly. Don't let fear or procrastination keep you from entering this new phase of your life. God is calling you now, not tomorrow. Many times we delay our dreams because we think we're not ready, but God doesn't call us because we're perfect. He calls us because He wants to work through us. Perhaps you've felt your strength fading, but God is calling you to a new phase where He will renew your energy and empower you to face any challenge. Act quickly. God doesn't want you to miss this divine moment. He's giving you new opportunities, but they only become reality when you decide to move forward. When we obey God's call, we're declaring that we believe He knows better than we do. We're saying yes to His perfect plan. Perhaps you've faced difficulties that seemed impossible to overcome. But God is calling you to a new phase where He will bring divine solutions to seemingly unsolvable problems. Act quickly. God is inviting you to step out of your comfort zone and into unknown territory, but it's filled with possibilities. Often, we think we need to have everything planned before moving forward, but God calls us to act by faith, not by sight. Perhaps you've forgotten how to dream or given up on certain goals, but God is calling you to a new phase where He will rekindle your dreams and show you that He still has extraordinary plans for you. Act quickly. God doesn't expect you to understand everything immediately. He simply asks that you trust Him and take the first step. When we respond to God's call, we're allowing Him to do the impossible in our lives. He is an expert at turning tragedies into testimonies and defeats into victories. Perhaps you felt fear or uncertainty about the future, but when we act quickly on God's call, He gives us the assurance that He is in control. Act quickly. God is calling you to a new phase where He will shape you, strengthen you, and use you to fulfill His purpose. Many times our prayers seem unanswered because we're waiting for the perfect moment to act. But God is already ready. He's just waiting for you to take the next step. Perhaps you felt that your prayers have no impact, but know this: God is acting to move mountains and transform seemingly impossible situations. Act quickly. God isn't interested in our delays. He wants us to move forward with faith and courage, knowing He is with us every step of the way. Many times, God uses the most difficult circumstances to prepare us for something greater. When we act quickly, we're demonstrating that we trust His plan. Perhaps you felt lost or without direction, but God is calling you to a new phase where He will guide you toward His purpose for your life. Act quickly. God is inviting you to leave behind what no longer serves you and embrace the new. He has extraordinary plans for you. When we obey God's call, we're declaring our dependence on Him. We're saying, "I believe that you are powerful enough to act in my life, even when everything seems impossible." Perhaps you've forgotten how important it is to trust in God, but He is ready to remind you that He is powerful enough to do infinitely more than we ask or imagine. Act quickly. God is calling you to a new phase where He will reveal His love to you in unexpected and profound ways. Many times God uses the community of faith to confirm His call in our lives. When we seek support and encouragement from one another, we're participating in God's divine plan of restoration. Finally, reflect on this truth. God is calling you to a new phase of your life at this very moment. Trust that He is ready to bless you and guide you in every step of this journey. Act quickly and watch how He will transform your life in surprising ways. This message might be exactly what you needed to hear today. If it touched your heart, subscribe to the channel and become part of this community of faith and transformation. Activate the notification bell to receive more reflections like this one. Share this video with someone who needs a word of encouragement today. Together, we can spread faith, hope, and love. God has great plans for you, and we're here to walk alongside you on this journey.